Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader, and I am here this evening to do a reading for a general reading, which may or may not resonate with you on a personal level, for the sign of Scorpio. This is my last reading for the monthlies for December. So, yes, for Scorpio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right into the reading. We'll save all the other stuff for the last. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I've cleansed them with my cleansing stones and with my smudge as well, clearing out the old energies and tired vibrations as well. So they're all aimed to go. I know you're going, oh, it's a pop-out. What is she doing? I'm pretty clumsy with the cards most days. Unless they do something actually, like if they just, for no reason, in the oddest way, just shoot out of the deck and they do some kind of weird, then I take them. But if I just drop them, they just, no, I don't bother with that. Unless it feels special, then I keep them. That doesn't happen very often. So I've already, like I said, shuffled the cards and taken care of all that. And we're just going to ask for messages for the sign of Scorpio. Masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order, and spirit guides. Please bring forth. That's twice now. Different card, though. See? Okay. If those cards are meant to show up, they certainly will. Guaranteed. You are my last reading for December. I will be back in 2 weeks' time for the mid-monthlies. And I've been telling every sign this because this is what I've been feeling. I get the feeling that the mid-monthlies are going to be chock full of good, meaty, juicy stuff. They're going to be very interesting. Almost there. When Spirit tells me this is your cards, that's when I stop. For those of you, if you're new to the channel, this is the Oceanic Tarot deck that I'm using, created by Jane Wallace, and the illustrator is Jane Delaford Taylor. You have to give credit for the cards, which is only correct and right. And I do a 5-card spread of these 78 cards, and then I pull one significator from my deck of tarot at the end of the reading. All right. No, these are the cards. Alright, so the very first card that I pulled for you, Scorpio. Let me get my glasses on. Scorpio is always an interesting read. I like reading for Scorpio. They're so dark and mysterious and complex. So the very first card that I pulled for you is the 8 of Cups for your overall energy. And it represents change. Change. Second card that I pulled for you, your wealth and your finance sector, Page of Cups. Represents imagination. Third card that I pulled for you is everything that has to do with love in your heart in every way, shape, and form. I pulled another Cups, the 7. So we've got the 8 and the 7 here. That's wonderful. And the Page of Cups. So far you've got Cups. And isn't this appropriate, Scorpio being a water sign? Cups are all representative of all the water signs. This is amazing. What I tell you, Scorpio, you're just amazing. And then I have a Major Arcana, which is your 4th card, which are your challenges for the month of December. And I pulled the Angel of the Ocean. She's a beauty. This is all about healing. These are your challenges. And then the 5th and last card that I have pulled here for you is the Fool. It's all about new beginnings. This is your message from Spirit. There we go. All right. Well, let's just kind of sit down and chomp onto this bone here. All right. 8 of Cups. Change. Overall energy. Change is coming up for you, Scorpio. Very strong. Very, very strongly. The keywords for this card are endings and departures and journeys. Moving on. Travel for some. Transition for others. Vacation maybe for some. Some of you will be going away for it over the Christmas holidays. You will be traveling home. Others of you are uprooting your home, your very home base. You're going to be ending relationships, ending of a job. I feel that more strongly. Departures, going on journeys, very, very strong. The advice of this card is to follow your heart and move forward. As long as you're moving forward and you're not going backward into the past and you're not remaining stagnant where you are, there's actual growth and movement. When you move, you grow. You can't go wrong. You will find your way. Growing and moving forward, it brings about change. It brings about adventure. It brings about being open to whatever's coming your way and happenings as well. For some of you, it's time to take your leave at this point, and this is exactly the right time to move. You may be leaving a relationship or a job, a home, or another commitment at an emotional level. So there is little drama. Some of you are pulling away. You've had enough. There's a bit too much drama where you're at in your place of work, in your relationship. I'm feeling it strong. Somebody in a relationship, it's over the top. All you want is normal, and all you want is just normal, peaceful, without all the drama. There's a lot of drama going on here, and some of you are saying, you know what, this is too much of a commitment. This is all done at an emotional level. I have to think about my own well-being. Whether I'm in the picture or not, this other person's always going to have drama surrounding them because it's the way they lay their life out. And it's not for you at this point. Everyday normal life is dramatic enough for you. You don't need any more added to it, and that is your take on all of that. So, it's kind of a bittersweet thing for those of you that are saying goodbye to a home, what has been your home, relationships as well. You're going to turn around, look over your shoulder, and see that the past is truly gone, and it's over. It's just gone. You're going to turn about face, and you're going to follow your nose down the yellow brick road, as they say. Some of you will just be taking a short trip away, little vacation, Christmas vacation as well, with lots of good things on the other end of that trip. Just a short little jaunt. Some of you, of course, it stands to reason, are going to be going what you consider home for Christmas. It's a good time had by all. A lot of love. The cups represent a lot of emotions, and I feel a lot of love in the energy of this reading. The second card that I pulled for you is the Page of Cups, and it's all about imagination. It fell into your wealth and your finance sector. Pages are all about messages coming forward. Picking up messages from a young person. In this case, somebody around 25. Yeah, 25, maybe a year or two younger than that, is bringing a message to you. And you need to sit up and pay attention to that. Job opportunities, financial opportunities will be coming right at you. You're not even going to have to try that hard, Scorpio. These things are just going to be, you're going to be attracting them like a magnet. That's what I'm hearing. So, so somebody that's young, or maybe even young at heart, has much to offer you, and others as well. And you're going to recognize this, somebody that's going to become very valuable to you. They bring you a message of love coming your way in the future. Yeah, that's really wonderful. Projects and finances are going to flourish at this time. This is your financial sector. Everything's going really well that way. I feel some solidity in your growing bank account. Instead of draining, it's filling. It's wonderful. The advice of this card is to enjoy the lighter side of life. Don't forget to do that, Scorpio, because sometimes, Scorpio, you get dark and moody, and you forget about the lighter things in life, the things we don't have to throw any effort into, the things that just are what they are. And these are the things that they may seem small and insignificant, but the thing is, it's, see, small, I think, detail. And it's the details in life that are important. And they always seem to be the underlying things, the things that nobody else really notices, but you do. But you tend to be dark at times. You're very, very strongly, I feel this strongly for you, that is watching this video, Scorpio, independent, very independent. You put that air up there of strong self-confidence and strong self-assuredness in your person that knows thyself, and nobody knows you better than you do. And you're, you know, most of you are like, we're all grown-ups here, so we need to be serious all the time. But I mean, there are all the underlying little things that have formed you your whole life, and you can't ignore those things, and they're all good little things. They all add up in the end. They bring forth the finer details of who you are, but you can't go off into that dark place that Scorpio likes to find a warm, dry, dark spot where they can close the world out. Because sometimes with Scorpios, they're intuitively, emotionally, mentally, subconsciously at another level sometimes than the rest of us are. Their intuitions are strong. They get kind of like I do, because I'm such a strong empath. Energies get drained around other people. It's being an empath has a lot of pluses, and Scorpions have a lot of empathness within them, because that gives them their insight. They're highly intuitive, and you have to absorb all these energies, and it can be very, very draining, extremely draining. I get drained just going shopping if I have to go for groceries. When I get home, I'm exhausted. Being in these packed grocery stores around so many people, have to move around people and talk to people. And even if I have company, I love company, but when they're gone, I'm drained. It doesn't matter if I haven't left my seat, I'm emotionally drained. It's usually what happens. And Scorpions are very much that way. But Scorpions are super sensitive at the same time. They don't want to be in that position. They don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable. So there they go, retreating off and pulling away and pulling outside, and kind of living on the outside fringes of their own life, if that makes any sense at all. But your finances are strong right now, and the card is very, very strongly telling you you've got to enjoy the finer things in life. Let your imagination run free and play once in a while. It'll keep you grounded, make you a more well-rounded person. Keywords are companionship, outings, fun, playfulness, imagination, love, news, and finances. Third card that I pulled for you is the Seven of Cups in your heart and love sector. This is all about positivity. I love seeing all these cups, especially where you're a water sign, Scorpio. It's interesting. You always have an interesting reading, I think. When this card shows up, there are many choices available to you right now. And you actually do have a few facts to back up the choices that are pretty solid to you right now. So these are, but the card is still warning. Just the same, Scorpio. Don't fall for fantasy. At this time, you have no sense of what is real, and maybe even who is real. And your imagination can run away with you. It doesn't sound like a Scorpio, but the cards are what they are, and they never lie. So there's something going on there with you. The advice is don't rush into things. Wait and see what manifests. I'm hearing stuff already. Keywords are fantasy, confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, visions, and passion. And the word passion and fantasy are popping off this card. Don't be taken in by somebody who is not what they appear to be. Okay? You may feel a strong attraction to somebody new, somebody that you've maybe even known for a while. That's very possible as well. But there's a lot of imagination going on what you think it would be like to join with this person. And I mean that on every conceivable level when I say join. So the cards are saying at this time you have no sense of what is real and what is imagination. And your imagination can run away with you. These are things to be careful for. I'm feeling a lot of passion, but it's not true blue. It's superficial passion. Red flags there, Scorpio. Be very careful for that. Alright? It's not in your best interest, and the cards are telling you so. Alright, so challenges for the month of December, Scorpio, is the angel of the ocean. It's all about healing. Look at that beautiful infinity sign that she has her arms wrapped through, and she's holding the cups up again. We have cups. And she's ready to receive and receive into infinity. It's a beautiful thing. Ah, I need a little. Do I have anything to drink? Yeah. Okay. Excuse me while I chomp some ice. This mermaid is the angel of the ocean. The infinity symbol, the figure 8, shows her purpose is to bring harmony to the emotional, mental, physical, spiritual sides of life. She's a peacekeeper as well, and healing is her forte in her life. It's to heal past traumas, especially. She brings balance to your mind, your body, and your finances. And right now, finances for some of you are going to take a priority, Scorpio. The angels are here to guide you, and they'll help to guide you through any stresses that you're going to be dealing with during the month of December. The advice of this card is to work a little magic. Reconcile the opposites in your life. Come to terms with things that aren't fitting in very well with you. You're finding yourself uncomfortable in your skin in certain situations. You need to reconcile that. Things that are opposite to you, that's the feeling. Be practical with everything that you're dealing with right now. Practical and logical, Scorpio. Keywords are balance and patience. Finances, angels. Okay. So there's enough challenges there to keep you going through the month of December. But you have her. If she's not a real person, what she is an energy. Spirit guides and angels are there to help you and guide you no matter what it is you're going through. You just have to be have the presence of mind to know what's going on around you and to use your intelligence to get through certain situations, especially with people. Okay, you got to be smart when it comes to people. Shying away into your dark little cubby hole to avoid things isn't going to work for you this time around. You may feel some relief, but when you got to come back out into the real world and you have to deal with it. And your intuition and your gut is going to be singing up a storm, and it's telling you, and it's shaking you up, saying you've got to deal with this stuff and straighten this out. And you will. It'll all be good in the end. So, whoops. The last card. Excuse me. The last card, I pulled the Fool, and this is for you. Message from Spirit. New beginnings. Message from Spirit, Scorpio. Okay, so the card is telling you that you are on the brink of a new path. That's very evident here so far in the reading. A wonderful opportunity is awaiting you. So what you need to do is to kind of wing it, go with it, follow your destiny in either work or relationships. And before you follow your dreams, always check fact from fantasy. Again, use your intelligence, Scorpio. Listen to your gut and stay realistic. Reinvent yourself if the need is there, and that's always an interesting ploy. I don't know how much Scorpio could reinvent themselves. On the outer part of who they are, maybe. But deep down inside, Scorpio, you're locked into who you are. You're locked down and you're locked in. You can change the outer you, but the inner you will never change. And some people can change the inner of who they are, but not you in this case, Scorpio. It's not going to happen. It's all on the outside. For some of you, Scorpions, there's going to be a journey over land or over sea. Again, with the Christmas holidays, if your tradition is to celebrate Christmas, some of you are going home. For some of you, I see somebody flying from the U.S. to Australia, going home for Christmas. That's a long, long trip. I see you taking a good 2, 3, or 4 weeks off to extend this vacation because of the length involved. I don't know, last I heard, it's several days flight to get to Australia. Like, they're so far from us, but I do see that for somebody. You're going home for Christmas. The advice of this card is to look before you leap, but if you like what you see, using your intelligence and your gut instincts and your intuition, if it all looks good, it is what it is. Go ahead, jump in with both feet, whatever it is. No hesitation, no holding back. There's wonderful opportunities. There's wonderful things awaiting you right now. Just waiting for you to walk in and pick it up and embrace it. The keywords are risk, innocence, departures, new pathways, starting over for some of you. And that was covered in the very first part of the reading. This has been a pretty good reading, if you ask me. Now, we're not done. I still have your, I was going to call it, yes, the instigator. I don't know why. Oh, I get myself crazy. It's a significator for this overall reading using the 5-card spread Oceanic Tarot deck. Spirit guides, masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order. Please bring forth one significator card from this deck of tarot for the overall 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck for the sign of Scorpio for the general reading December 2016. One significator, please, for this overall reading. Give us a nice, juicy card. Give us something fantastic. Because I think Scorpio could use something fantastic right about now. Especially with the season upon us. Yeah. Let's see here. I've been fighting with these cards tonight. I think my hands are just tired. Muscles are worn. They're giving me a hard time when it comes to shuffling. Let's do that one more time. I want a real good card for Scorpio. Spirit guides, masters of the universe, master of the natural world order. Give me a beautiful, interesting, mind-blowing card. Come on. Yeah, my hands are tired from all the shuffling. You know, I should have one of those machines. No, it wouldn't be the same. I have to touch the cards. Wouldn't be the same, but it would be easier. Like those money counters. They're fun to use. I've used them before. They're real fun to use. Just watch the machine counting each dollar bill coming through. It's amazing. Alright. Okay. My final cut. Let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. Oh my. Not again. The king has spoken. The reading I did just before this was Libra. They got this as well for their significator. You see how well I shuffled the cards and then cut them 4 times in total. And he still showed up. Okay. Meant to be. The king has spoken. King wants to be heard. He's a very strong personality. He's usually very cold. He doesn't show his emotions. He came upright. So similar to the King of Cups, the King of Swords carries an aura of intimidation. Well, of course, I mean, look at the guy. If you look at the card literally, he is intimidating. Very intimidating. Look at him. He's ready for battle with anybody. He is the king. He's guarded by these golden eagles that are behind him. See the claws on either side of the chair on the floor by his feet? Yeah, those are big eagles. That's what they are. Literal golden eagles in this case. But like the King of Cups, both are very silent and very serious. Somebody that's very, very observant. And you know what? This is you. Scorpio, I tell you right now, this is you. Because you fit, these things fit Scorpio. The aura of intimidation, because Scorpions are dark and brooding. And both are silent and serious for the most part. Not every Scorpion's like this, but for the most part. By tradition, the King of Swords is an expert on law, politics, society, or communication. So this falls in any realm that you may fall into, Scorpio. But the big thing that I'm feeling the heat off the card, and what I'm hearing is that this thing in this communication with other people right now, and how you try to pull off into the dark, you just don't want to have to deal with it. You don't have any patience for the human race. You may love the human race collectively, but one-on-one, you just about drives you right up the wall. And you'd rather retreat, and you'd rather not be involved. A lot of Scorpions are loners. People like them. People are interested in Scorpions. They want to be around them and be in their presence because they're interesting, and they are. The thing is, you don't feel the same way. That's the gist of that matter. Well, Scorpio, I hope this reading resonated with you on a personal level. If it doesn't, or it didn't, and you'd like to have a personal reading, I offer that service. All that information can be found below in the description box below the window. If you're new to YouTube and you're new to the channel, the red subscription button beneath this window as well. If you click it, subscriptions are free for those of you that are new. And all that means is you'll get email notifications every time Bea Fundy Fortune posts anything new on YouTube. Please feel free to join us on Facebook as well. When I say us, I mean me and the spirit guides. But join me on Facebook under Bea Fundy Fortunes as well. I'm more than glad to open the door and welcome you in there. Also, I want to say thank you at this time for all your shares, your likes, and comments. And for those that are new, please feel free to leave comments below this video window as well. It's been a ride this year, that's for sure, and it's coming to an end. But before I forget, I'll be doing mid-monthly readings for December in 2 weeks' time. So I've been telling all the signs that it's going to be chock full of all kinds of good stuff. It's just this intuition that I have about it. It's going to be really interesting, so I hope to see you back here. If you don't see me again between now and Christmas, let me take this opportunity to say thank you very much. If you celebrate the tradition of the Christmas season like I do, and with all due respect for others that don't, then I wish you from the bottom of my heart the very best Christmas ever, ever, ever. And I hope you are surrounded and engulfed and embraced in love and peace and joy, happiness, and the most delicious word of all that covers them all is pure contentment. I wish that for all of you. Again, thank you very much. I hope to see you back in 2 weeks. But from the bottom of my heart to yours, Merry, Merry Christmas. And for now, we'll say, see you later. Bye-bye.